Testing, testing. Clapping once. Yo, what's up, guys? Minasan konnichiwa. So, I've officially finished my intensive Japanese language program offered by IUHW. Lasted for about 5 months. And during those 5 months, we finished Genki 1, Genki 2, and Pointo Niju, or Point 20. So let me just explain. So Genki 1 and Genki 2 is really aimed towards English speakers because, in that book, you have both English and Japanese in it. I'll show you the examples here. And Genki 1 is really geared towards the N5 level, while Genki 2 is geared towards N4. So technically, I'm supposed to be N4. Well, let's not talk about that. And as for Point Oniju or Point 20, it's basically a revision textbook to revise all the grammar that you've learned in Genki 1, Genki 2. Maybe a little bit more in-depth, but still it's revision. I want to clarify this because in this video, I want to talk about what I use to supplement my studies. Like apart from studying in class, like what I actually use to revise or to study for the exams that I took. So studying those 5 months, I practically only focused on the textbooks. I did not study anything else other than those 3 textbooks. So I'll start with what I think is most important, and that is using the Anki app. Anki. I don't know how you pronounce it, but yeah, Anki. I'll call it Anki. Okay. So Anki is a free flashcards application software that you can download online. So Anki encourages active learning and spaced repetition, and I'll explain that a bit later. You can download Anki for free online. Just go to its website, press download, install it. And I use Anki specifically for memorizing the vocabulary, memorizing and reviewing the vocabulary and kanji from Genki 1 and 2. First download it, install it, and then you click and open it, and you'll be greeted with this. And then you can add flashcards to those decks, and which you can study. But I think you can find better tutorials online on how to use Anki. But in this video, I'm just gonna show you how I use it. So I don't make any decks. I just go to the internet and download these pre-made decks for Genki 1, Genki 2, vocab, and then kanji. And I'll leave the links to those pre-made decks in the description. Basically, you go to the link, you press download deck, and then you come to Anki, and you can press import file, and you can find that file that you just downloaded. You select open, and the deck will appear in your Anki as such. So why is Anki useful? So maybe when I study in class, I try my best to memorize the vocabulary, but then since the course was intensive, you go through each lesson super quickly. And you tend to forget all the vocab that you just learned in the past 3 days or something. Okay, so if you look here, if you look at Genki, well, let's say Genki 2 here, new basically means the new cards that we have not learned yet. And Ju is basically the revision of the cards that we've already studied before. So let's click on Genki 2 here and let's study now. Okay, so omedetou gozaimasu means congratulations. So you can click on show answer and look, congratulations, that's correct. So if it was easy, you can click easy. And then what this means is that this card will appear in the due section again 6 days later. Because you thought it was easy, it's not necessary. Anki doesn't think it's necessary for you to ask you that card again tomorrow, They would ask you it 6 days later instead. So that when you're just about to forget what omedetou gozaimasu means, it's gonna come out and let you try harder to remember. So you see, these are only 6 minutes, 10 minutes, and 4 days because this is a new flashcard that I have not studied before, but I memorized because, I studied for exam. So if you do this every day, you finish all the decks, you will be able to memorize the word for a long time. The reason they do spaced repetition is, let's say you memorize a word today. Now you know that omedetou gozaimasu means congratulations. If you were to ask me again in the next hour what omedetou gozaimasu means, I can answer that pretty easily without using much of my brain power, much of my cognitive thinking ability thingy. If you were to ask me what omerito gozaimasu means 2 days later, I might have kind of almost forgot what it means. So, omerito gozaimasu, I've heard of that before. And then as you struggle, to try and think, what does omerito gozaimasu mean? And then, congratulations. That struggle helps build that memory much better than if you didn't struggle. That's basically the entire point of spaced repetition. Now, I hope I'm making sense here. There's a lot of videos on YouTube like Ali Abdal's explaining spaced repetition and all that, a lot better than mine. Please download those pre-made decks and just start studying. Just start using Anki, and I guarantee you'll learn on the way how to use it properly. I wanted to add, for kanji, let's say vocation, business, gyo, I tend to have a notebook with me and then gyo, how do you write gyo? Like gyo, I write it. Because I think kanji, you memorize better by writing instead of just looking. Okay, so Anki is great for slowly progressing and reviewing. It's not so great, let's say you have an exam tomorrow and you have not memorized all the vocabulary for the lesson yet. I say this because that's exactly what happened to me a few times. In this case, you want to memorize the vocab extremely quickly, and you don't really care if you forget half of it, the day after tomorrow. You just want to memorize quickly for an exam tomorrow. You can either use a textbook and just study it, write down each vocab and brute force it into your head. Or you can use this website called Genki. I think if you have the book Genki, this website. I'll put it in the description. And you have Genki drills, which you can go through each lesson's vocabulary in kanji. Let's say here, lesson 23 vocabulary. And yeah, kusushita, what is that? You can I don't really know. It's basically Quizlet flashcard. Alright, I put shuffle. Yeah, socks, kusushita, and maybe it's good to study maybe the first 10 words or 10 words at a time and try to memorize them. Yeah, I tend to use this to just quickly memorize, but there's also a Genki vocabulary app that you can find on the App Store and I think Play Store as well. It is paid though, it's not free, and at first I was skeptical of buying it, whether or not it was useful. It's certainly not really worth the price. I think you can get by just fine by using the Quizlet flashcard. However, if you wish to try it out, you may. And basically, let me find my iPad here. You have these two tabs up here. You can either have the face being the English words and the back being hiragana, Japanese characters, or the opposite. And you have here lesson 1 to lesson 23. So they divide the vocabulary into 4 sets. So you can study one set at a time so it's not overwhelming. Let's say lesson 13 set 1. I'm gonna deselect this. Let's see here, lesson 13 set 1. You can press study, which you can look at each word. But I never really study, I just go check, So if you look here and check, what is... Check, so it'll give you an English word and then you try to think of the Japanese translation to it. And then you press answer, and if it's correct, you can press yes. Say yes. And then if you don't know what it is, you can check the answer and, it's incorrect. You can press no. And basically what happens is, if you look at the set, the number reduces. So you started with 13 words in the set, and then you press yes for 5 of the words. You learned 5 of the words. That set now gets reduced to 8. So if you study that set again, you only have to study the 8 that you didn't know. And you keep doing that until it becomes 0 or gives you this check. You can do that for all the sets. And once you got the checks for all the sets, you can restore it. And then you can try to study all 4 sets at the same time, and you should be ready for your test tomorrow. I don't know if this works for you, but it definitely did work for me. I could just do this on my iPad, on my bed, like right before I'm about to go to sleep. Do it pretty quickly, and then be ready for the test tomorrow. So I've been talking a lot about practicing vocabulary and kanji, but I have not talked about bunpo or grammar. And there's this website here, Genki exercises. So basically it has all the lessons in the Genki textbook. And in the Genki you have workbook and practice, right? So let's say lesson, I don't know, 13, let's say 17 here. So this is the practice section, this is the workbook section, reading and so forth. So I've gone through all of this during class, but if I want to go through it again, I could just come here, let's say practice sodes. You can do a written type. So here, not only can you practice your Japanese typing, because sometimes you're lazy to write, and you just want to focus on the grammar and nothing else. So I think this is a good website. You should definitely check it out, and then you can check answers. It'll give you the correct answers. So yeah, I hope this video wasn't all over the place. It probably is. I hope it's helpful, at least even a little bit. I'd be happy. Thank you. Mata ne.